Hello everybody, Russian Batman here, back with another video. This is my JoJo video. I originally recorded this a little bit ago, but I decided to redo it because in that original video I only had two characters, which were Joestar and his stand. I forget his stand's name. I forget a lot of these characters' names, so forgive me for forgetting these names, but if you're a JoJo fan, you know the names. But yeah, so today I originally made that video, only those two figures, and I kind of just ranted a little bit. The video is mostly just me ranting about random stuff. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make some more characters, and I'm gonna make a full showcase. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures this time. So from the measly 2 all the way to 7. So yeah, I decided to make basically all of the main JoJo's from the anime, not from the manga, because I have, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the main JoJo's. The main JoJo's, not including like the in between ones. Like main kind of protagonists of in each part, right? So I only have the main 5 parts because I don't think part 6 is adapted into anime yet. I believe that's still in like a manga. Then past that, it's all just manga. And I'm not really familiar with that, and I haven't finished the anime. I should sometime soon, but let me just show off who I got. So first up is the first in the lineage. Is the protagonist of part 1. We have Jonathan Joestar. He honestly, this figure kind of looks like a Fire Emblem character, to be honest. But we got Jonathan Joestar. He has a sword. I don't know if it's accurate to the sword he has because I couldn't really find a good image of him with his sword. But he does have a sword, so. Just the boots, the blue t-shirt. His design out of all of them are kind of the most simplistic and a bit least memorable. I do like his character a lot, and I do like part 1 a lot. And this is like, when they're using Hamon and stands didn't exist. And so he's very basic, really. He has the brown gloves, and then it's kind of a bit of a generic face print. And then I feel like I could have done a better hair, but this is the hair I went with. But yeah, so there, we need the first one. So there was Jonathan. No, that wasn't Jonathan. That was Joseph. No, that was Jonathan. Yeah, next one is Joseph Joestar. Probably one of my favorite Joestars out of all of them. To be completely honest, this figure and a lot of these figures, and big shout out to I think JN Bricks, I think, or JN Custom, something like that. It's like J and N something. They made, I'll show like a picture of it. They made a lot of JoJo customs, and their JoJo customs are really good. So go check them out. They got a whole bunch, and like I said, this one's very inspired by his because he uses the exact same hairpiece he uses, which is the tracer one. Which, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, you know what? That it's too perfect to just not use. And also same scarf piece, and I was thinking, hey, I'm gonna be original by just have his scarf going forwards, but then I didn't like how that looked, so I did it backwards. The backwards scarf kind of look, and I'm like, damn, that looks so much better. So yeah, this kind of ended up just copying his a little bit. I apologize for that, but I did give him the boots, black boots with the dark blue pants. The problem with JoJo, it's very hard to a lot of these characters, very hard to choose a definitive color scheme because like it's depending on the shot or the angle, it's a different color, so you could really mess it up. Here I got a little Hamon blast he has going on here. Also, I only kind of made 2 stands, and one of the stands I did make was Jonathan's stand when he gets older. He has his hermit purple. It's still even drying. I did last minute just painted one of these vine pieces purple because it kind of fits really well with how the vines look in the actual anime. So yeah, this is obviously his young appearance. Don't have his old appearance or any side characters. But yeah, he's probably one of my favorite JoJo's. And yeah, he's really fun. His I thought his tactics of kind of running away are hilarious. So he's one of my favorites. But yeah. All right. So next up in the lineage, probably one of the most iconic JoJo's, because I feel like before I knew JoJo, this is like one of the JoJo's I saw a whole bunch. And actually, I made this custom before. Someone suggested it to me on slash just do good, and it wasn't that great, so I heavily modified it. So here we got Jotaro joestar, or maybe Jotaro kujo, but I thought they were the joestars. But maybe that's like a middle name. I don't know how Japanese names work. And another reason I really love the show is because it's very like cultural in a sense. Not cultural in the sense like it shows one specific, because people like look at point at anime like, oh, it takes place in Japan. Look at how cultural it is, guys. Oh my god, no, that isn't cultural. If it shows one culture, that's not cultural. That's like, pointing to like some movie that takes place in America and saying it's cultural. It isn't. It just straight up isn't. If it takes place in one culture, it isn't. They go like all around the world, especially in part 4. But in the other parts, like I said, part 1 takes place in England, part 2 in America, part 3, well, they're born in Japan, but they go, Jotaro's born in Japan, but he goes all over the world, right? They go to Egypt, they go like everywhere, and it's really cool to see all these places. So that's the reason I really like this. And also this custom, I really like how it turned out. It has a really weird, if you've seen any other JoJo customs, they've mentioned this, but he has this really weird hat where it transitions into hair at the back for some reason. It's really unclear. But I used the Ninjago movie wrap piece, but I cut up the center, so it was just kind of on the sides. You can see there, that's where the Ninjago wrap would go. But just cut that little center bit, and then yeah, it makes actually really good. It stays in there pretty good, and it works. And then also I just painted on the chain instead of actually doing a chain. And yeah, I really like how this JoJo turned out. Also, for him, I made this stand, Star Platinum. I remember this stand. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is the really only figure stand I made. I didn't really feel like making the other two stands for the other two JoJo's, because one, actually, I haven't seen part 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, actually no. Hold up. Yeah, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I haven't seen part 5 yet. I'm only at like partially through part 4, and I'm waiting for it to kind of come to Netflix. So you can see there is the I can't speak right now, but I just want to say I really like how this turned out. Got the shoulder pads, the purple. So this is the purple coloration, because like each different part you see this guy in, he has like a different coloration involved. It's also weird because after this point, I'll mention it when I get to the next custom. Actually, no, let me just do it now. Go to the next custom. But after this point in the series, they stopped going down 2 generations, because you have basically Jonathan, right? Or Jonathan. And then Jonathan's grandson is Joseph. Joseph's grandson is Jotaro. So it goes down like every 2 generations. But for some reason, it's really weird, because the next part, instead of going down 2 generations, it actually goes up a generation. It's super weird. So here we got this guy. I'm blanking his name. He's another one from Japan, so I can't really. Jotaro, then it's something Joe, obviously, because they all have J names. But yeah, this one, he actually goes up a generation, because if you don't know, he is actually not the grandchild of Jotaro. He's actually the son of Joseph, but like, he had his son way later. So technically, I mean, he's younger. He's physically younger than Jotaro, right? But he's actually, it's really weird because he is a generation up, which is kind of weird. They went generation up. And I thought they did this because it wouldn't make sense for him to have it wouldn't make sense for Jotaro to have a child because he kind of hates women. That's just his character. He just hates women all the time. I thought that was it, so maybe he would never have a child. But then I looked at like a family tree, and it turns out he does have a child. So what was the point of having it go up? Whatever. I kind of ranted on. I'm ranting a little bit, but I like his character. I gave him the shaggy hair as that little, the hair that kind of goes out. Also got those two little prongs that come out on the side of his hair. And yeah, but no, I really like how this. I like how the torso. I mean, this is my probably out of all these is the worst. I tried to go with a black torso instead of dark blue. I've seen some people use dark blue for this, but honestly, I thought the dark blue was a bit too light, so I just decided to use black. But I don't know how. I'm kind of second guessing myself. I tried to do dark blue for the hair. It's a very, very dark blue, so it kind of just looks like black. So maybe I should have done a lighter dark blue, if that makes sense for the hair, at least. But yeah. But I did do some painting on the neck to kind of, give that little neck thing without obviously giving it the big, I don't know what you call it. But, yeah, so this is him. And I tried to do those little golden symbols on his jacket. Didn't turn out too well. But yeah, that's him. Second to last figure we got here is, I believe is Giorno, maybe? No, that's the pizza. I think he has some sort of Italian name. But here we go. This is the last JoJo who's been in an anime. Giorno? I feel like it's some sort of Italian name. I think he might be Italian. I honestly can't say. Kind of looks like he's in pajamas. But, so the last one. Painted that weird heart design he has on the chest and the gems. Like I said, I haven't seen the anime yet with him in it. But I do know he is probably one of the more iconic JoJo's because I have seen that hair everywhere, my guy. And this hair, the way I pulled it off, is I actually used a Monkey Kid hair. Let me show you what the Monkey Kid hair looks like just so in comparison. Oh, God. Dropping stuff. Monkey Kid hair. Yeah, you can see I did that because it when I saw the hair, I'm like, hey, this slick back area kind of looks like Monkey Kid's hair. And so yeah, and I also used the Monkey Kid banana wrap to double as a ponytail. That's genius. And then I just had to add some green stuff that had these weird circular hair curly areas. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess he's Italian, probably has curly hair. Or is he? I'm just assuming it's Italian. I honestly don't know. Hopefully it takes place in Italy. Italy's cool. Spice it up a little bit. I don't think we've had JoJo take place in Italy, like, before this. But honestly, I'm going off speculation. I honestly don't know. I haven't seen it. And I'd prefer there be no spoilers in the comments. Thank you very much. Let's keep it a bit spoiler-free. But, yeah. And, this is pretty simple. I had to sacrifice my only pink torso I had, which was from the Jurassic Park set from that one lady. I know it's kind of sad to sacrifice the torso to make this. Very sad. I didn't make his stand. I don't know what a stand really looks like. I do know what his stand looks like. His stand has a cool ability, but not his. So yeah, those are all 5 main JoJo's. But as you know, in the beginning of this video, I said I had 7 figures. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 figures. And I go, hold up. You count 6. Well, you're right. There's a 7th. There's a 7th. There's a 7th figure. Who could this figure be? I've done all the JoJo's from the anime. Let's go and play stuff the anime. Well, who's an important JoJo character? Well, this is the deal. It's me, the deal. Yes, I did up the deal. This is great. This is Yes, I'm proud of this figure, especially those legs. But this is Dio. In his in his part 4 appearance, because he appears in part 1, so part 3 appearance. He appears in part 1 and then part 3, and I think he's dead after that. Don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he is. So yeah, here we got Dio the vampire. He is got that weird kind of orangish, yellow colored, like the same Monkey Kid torso. You actually used the Monkey Kid torso, just kind of took away the printing. And yeah, and it's really weird how Dio has a whole bunch. He's a villain. He's like called like the incarnate of evil, but he has tons of hearts on him, which I kind of find kind of funny. That hairpiece is from the Ninjago one with the hairband for Kai, I believe. Not Cole, yeah, Kai. Yeah, I mean, I'm just the legs, like I said, I had to sand them down and do that weird kind of pants situation he has. I honestly don't know what half the clothes they're wearing is or are. So yeah, so you do that iconic scene of Dio and JoJo facing off. All this do it. It's like this. I think it's like this. Like oh, ha, ha, yada yada, Jotaro. Oh no, sorry, yeah, Jotaro, Dio, yada yada. Actually, need the stands doing that. I know this is great stuff, great quality content. But yeah, so boom, we have Dio. You're welcome. You're welcome, America. I'm assuming you're American. But boom, here we go. All the JoJo's you could ever want, except the ones that haven't. All the anime JoJo's plus Star Platinum and Dio. And also, if you want to count Hermit Purple, I painted a Hermit Purple last minute, but I'm assuming you probably don't want to. Maybe I'll put it as an accessory. He'll be holding. This doesn't really make sense for him to be holding Hermit Purple. He doesn't get this until much later. Also, it's weird how they kind of introduce stands into the world. It's kind of a side note, but when they first introduce stands, like they're kind of introduced out of nowhere. They like the whole thing up until this point was that they used Hamon, and then like that was the main thing, and then out of nowhere they're like, oh yeah, stands exist, even though they never existed previously, which are they're the kind of these like weird ghost things. And I thought like, oh, maybe like Hamon, maybe like stands are like an evolution of Hamon, like because maybe Hamon users learn to use like stands. Because then that'd be like, haha, that'd kind of be clever. But no, they're completely separate. Because I think it was like a Joseph in the newer part. I think he uses Hamon like once in the series when it was like a big thing before. He uses like once on a stand, but then I don't think it's ever really mentioned again. But yeah, so Hamon kind of died, and then it just stands. But I guess stands are cool. But it's kind of weird how they just kind of like retconned it. Not retconned it, but just kind of ignored that it existed. Maybe they mentioned it more in like future series, but who knows? But yeah, if you like JoJo, then and check out, like I said, JN Bricks. I might be saying the name right. It's gonna be a link in the description to this guy's channel. I watched his videos. He had some really great JoJo customs. He made basically the entire Stardust Crusaders cast. Because I probably won't make it, so go check him out. He deserves some love and attention. He makes some great, also just anime customs in general. I probably won't make any more. Maybe I will make more anime customs. Who knows? I'm not that big in anime, except when it comes to JoJo and some others. Like Death Note was cool. I made some Death Note customs a little bit ago. I think I might make some more. I'm currently working on L because someone suggested for me to make L, so I'm gonna make him eventually. And yeah, like I said, if you like it, like the video, do what you want. Go check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think part Stardust Crusaders is on Netflix. I think they removed the previous parts, But then just use a VPN or something. 'Cause you could find ways to get access to the older parts. Also, just quick side note, um, I prefer the dub. I know, I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter.com. I said it here, boys. I watch dub instead of sub. I know, I'm kind of cringe. I sorry for not speaking Japanese. Okay, I apologize for not learning an entire language for a single show. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I don't want to read what I watch. I don't want to look at the bottom fourth of the screen when I'm trying to watch a show that's action packed as JoJo. I apologize that I don't want to admire the amazing artwork and just weirdness of JoJo, that I don't want to be reading the whole time. I apologize. Honestly, I don't know. Bro, I don't know why this sub versus dub gets so heated. I was at school and I mentioned like that I prefer sub over dub. No, it was like dub over sub, and everyone is like, "Whoa, dude! What, bro? This is insane. This is heresy. What the hell is wrong with this kid?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't speak the language," and they're like, it was kind of insane. But yeah, I've been ranting on too much. Just go watch JoJo, and especially go watch Ringo. And best thing of all, just have a wonderful day. Okay, ciao.